They told you freedom meant doing what you want. They told you real success was waking up late, making fast money, and answering to no one. That's the lie. Because if you look close, the ones who really win, the ones who build legacies, lead empires, change lives, they all have one thing in common: discipline. Not when it's easy, not when it's exciting, but when it's boring, when no one is watching, when giving up would be easier. See, freedom isn't the absence of rules. It's the mastery of them. Discipline isn't a punishment. It's protection. From your own worst habits, from distraction, from the world's noise. It's how you take back control of your time, your energy, your future. Because success doesn't come from how badly you want it. It comes from how consistently you show up for it. If you don't master yourself, someone else will. Your excuses will. Your emotions will. Your addictions will. The battle for your freedom is fought in small moments. Every time you hit snooze. Every time you choose comfort over commitment. You're casting a vote for who you will become. And here's the real question: are you voting for the man you were born to be, or the one you're settling for? Napoleon Hill said self-discipline begins with the mastery of your thoughts. Let that sink in, because if your thoughts run wild, your life will too. Discipline starts here, in the mind, before the action, before the results, before the praise. It starts in silence, with you, deciding what kind of person you're going to be, and then becoming it, no matter how you feel. Control your thoughts, or they'll control you. And most people, they never learn how. They let distractions set the schedule, let emotions run the show, let doubt whisper louder than desire. But Hill knew something most people don't, that your mind is a broadcasting station. Every thought you hold, every feeling you feed, sends out a signal. That signal attracts, that signal creates. And if you can't discipline that signal, your reality becomes chaos. So how do you win? You become the commander of your mind, the general of your habits, the architect of your emotions. And that takes discipline, real, raw, uncomfortable discipline. Waking up early when your body says sleep, saying no when your ego wants yes, showing up when nobody claps, pushing forward when you don't see the results yet. This is the blueprint. This is the Hill Code. Master your mind, and you'll master your life. Discipline isn't a fight with the world. It's a war with comfort. And most people, they lose. Not because they're weak, not because they're stupid, but because comfort is seductive. It feels safe. It feels earned. It feels normal. But here's the truth. Comfort is the silent killer of greatness. It whispers lies in your ear. You've done enough today. You deserve to relax. You can do it tomorrow. And you believe it. One excuse at a time. One skipped workout. One snoozed alarm. One cheap thrill over a long-term win. But freedom doesn't care about your feelings. Freedom is earned in the fire. In the mornings when you don't want to move. In the nights when you grind while others sleep. In the moments you hold the line when no one else would. That's where champions are made. That's where separation happens. Most people want to feel good. The disciplined man, he wants to be free. He wants to be in control of his money, his body, his mind, his future. And the cost of that control is daily sacrifice. You will never rise above the level of discipline you commit to, because your dreams aren't waiting on talent. They're waiting on structure. They're waiting on you to show up again and again and again, no matter how you feel. Discipline doesn't just change your day. It compounds to change your life. Every disciplined decision stacks. Every rep, every journal entry, every cold shower. Every time you say, I will, no matter what, that's compound power in motion. Most people never see their own potential, not because they don't have it, but because they quit before the compounding kicks in. They think they're failing when they're actually just early. See, real change doesn't happen in a day, but discipline makes sure it happens every day. 1 hour of focus becomes one habit. That habit becomes a system. That system builds a lifestyle. And that lifestyle, that becomes the legacy. That's how freedom is built, quietly, repetitively, unshakably, not through hype, but through habits, not in the spotlight, but in the shadows, where no one is clapping. You want success, you want freedom, build a system, and let discipline run it. Don't chase results, chase routines. Don't chase intensity, chase consistency, because that's the difference between motivation and mastery. Motivation feels good, but discipline builds greatness. This world will offer you 1,000 ways to run, and only one way to rise: discipline. The path isn't easy, but it's clear. Wake up before the doubt, move before the fear, decide before the mood, because your greatness isn't found in how you feel, it's forged in what you do anyway. The dream you wrote down, the life you keep imagining, it won't become real by chance, it becomes real by choice, and that choice, you make it in the dark, in the grind, in the pain, in the silence. That's where the real ones are born, that's where freedom begins. There's no elevator, no shortcut, no fast lane, but there is a code, a law, A principle so old and so real it never fails. Discipline, because they are your tools. Not to break you, but to build you. Control your time, control your thoughts, control your habits, and you will control your destiny. This is the Hill Code, not for everyone, but if you're still listening, it's for you. Be dangerous, be disciplined, be free.